Hey guys, it's Roland Joachim here. Welcome to another episode of Secrets to Success. Today we're joined by David Johnston, Managing Director of Property Planning Australia. David, thanks for joining.
My pleasure, Roland. Thanks for the invitation.
My pleasure. As we sit here, hope you guys are enjoying the sunset behind us. We just missed the best part, but you've got the CBD in the background, so try and focus on what we're saying though, not the sunset. So we'll dive straight into it today. We're going to ask you 6 questions, Dave. And the first one is, tell us about your journey that you've taken in your career and how you've got to where you are today.
The journey, well, that's a long time, Roland. Almost 20 years and
Right.
There's a few less follicles on top of my head, as you can see. I joined the mortgage broking industry way back in 1999 as a sprightly 24-year-old. And worked for a business for 5 years. People hadn't heard of what a mortgage broker was back then. I remember I had the 1-3 numbers of all the lenders on my wall next to my desk and would call them up to find out about lenders' products because there's no such thing as a CRM in 1999.
Right. How they've changed.
Yeah, I've seen it all. It's come a long way. So 5 years at a company and then started my business, Property Planning Australia, in 2004. And we provide mortgage broking. We focus on mortgage strategy. We also provide independent property advice, so what I call pure planning, where it's pure fee-for-service property advice, which you know a little bit about, being a client.
Being a customer myself, yeah.
Yeah, and congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we've just bought, my partner and I, so very timely being a customer through the business. So there'll be a testimonial video that my partner and I have done that'll pop up in the link below that you're welcome to watch as well.
This is very kind of you.
No problems. So, and obviously tell us just a bit broadly in terms of the business, where it sits now, team, location, what's the business look like now in terms of size?
We've got a team of about 16 plus a few consultants. We've got 6 mortgage brokers. We've got an offshore team of 5. And then we've got our independent property advice team as well. So that's the team.
Well done getting to where you are with the team. It's not easy growing a business. So I guess that segues into my next question is, what challenges have you had to overcome in your career and business, and how have you done it?
I don't know.
Have a go, David.
That's my 3-year-old and 5-year-old. I ask them questions. How was your day? And they say, I don't know.
It's wearing on you.
Now I'm saying it. The biggest challenge is probably, I started the business with a buyer's agent. It's almost 15 years ago, and we went different ways. About 7 or 8 years ago, and that was a interesting process. So that was probably the biggest challenge. Beyond that, the most recent biggest challenge has been building our fee-for-service property products, and being the only company in Australia that I'm aware of that doesn't earn a fee from buying or selling property. Insurance products, investment products, or superannuation. So with our property services, so they're pure fee for service. Yeah. So
pure education.
Yeah, education. So we ran Australia's only university endorsed property education course for 10 years, and we now have infused that education into our personalised advice, which you've experienced. So developing those products and services that has been a huge challenge, and we're still on that journey.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, you're always on the journey running a business, as you know.
Absolutely. And I guess the third question is, what do you love about what you do?
The number one thing I love is helping people make decisions that are hugely important to them. And, you know, both, well, number one, for their families, for their lifestyle, and financially. You know, property's the largest asset we own, and the mortgage is our largest expense in life.
Largest debt, absolutely. It's a very special time in someone's life.
Sure is.
And when you were a child, what did you want to be when you grew up? And are you doing it?
Well, I remember wearing a fireman's hat, but I think
Right.
every young boy did that.
Yeah.
And wanted to be a fireman. I
I'm
remember.
guilty.
Yeah. I think about grade 2 or grade 3. I remember the teacher asking us that, and I wanted to be a scientist.
Right.
And I remember drawing a picture and, you know, writing scientist, and I think that's probably more where I'm going now with the property services. And you know, I played a lot of sport, and you know, every bloke wants to be a professional sportsman as well, and you know,
You still got time.
yeah, yeah, I think maybe in the veteran Olympics or something.
Right. So when you say scientist, in terms of how you relate it now, it's more that analytical, get into the detail and helping people understand how it works and what is a good buy.
Yeah, well, even with mortgage broking, I mean, I love the strategic side of things, and you know, analysing, well, how can you optimise your tax deductions? How can you ensure that your first home, you're able to keep it when you upgrade, and optimise, you know, that ability to hold property as you accumulate, and in the property space, I mean, there's a whole raft of things.
Absolutely.
But we've built a web-based application where we scrape data from a bunch of sources around the country, so we can analyse any location in the country now for our clients. So I'm probably
There is a science behind it.
Yeah.
And so what are your top 3 tips for, or advice that you have for people wanting to, whether it's build a successful mortgage broking business or whether they're just trying to build a career in mortgage broking as a broker, or you know, they may even be in the back office operations environment. What are the top 3 tips you have to better yourself and better your career?
Yeah, I would say the top 3 tips are listen, self-educate, and always persist, never give up.
I like that. I like that a lot. And this last one's a bit of an open question for David. And I guess it's, you know, what's standing out for you in the industry at the moment? It can be anything. I know there's a bit going on with the election right now and the Royal Commission, but what's standing out for you at the moment?
Look, the Royal Commission is huge. I think we're at a real juxtaposition of the industry, and you know, people are jostling for position. Aggregators, lenders, government, brokerages. Yeah, we're about to make a leap to the next stage of the industry, I believe. So it's
the RC.
The
Royal Commission.
Yeah.
That's it, folks. Thank you so much for joining us, Dave, today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Guys, you'll see David's details pop up on the screen. David's very passionate about educating people, not just his customers, but people in the industry. So if you have any questions for David or myself, please give us a call. The numbers are below. But otherwise, have a great day and keep in tune for our next episode of Secrets to Success. See you later.